Hello, it's original MaRul, and welcome back for some more FTB Interactions Remastered. Last time I got to the Dark Star Aurelia last week and started harvesting Quadria. Still got to figure out how to process it, but at least I got it. Few notes. There has been an update to the pack. I was not able to get it set up for this stream. Maybe I'll tomorrow or after this week. There aren't many changes, but there are a few minor tweaks. Nothing that really impacts me right away. So I'm pretty much past a lot of the tweaks. Let's see. Heck. Did I get lucky at all? No. I need to do the rounds and turn everything back on. Start by going to space. One. So I did see a tooltip that I'm going to follow up on here in a minute. But I just want to get everything started up. Dark Star all the way up there. Yeah. Be cool if the text was rotated so you could actually read it all the time. No. I'm still trying to make the Mantle of the Stars. Well, that's something to work on. Besides that, I've been trying to come up with builds for a way to structure the builds in this new base. Oh, it's not loading very well. There we go. Teleported me into the ground. Chunk loaded again. Get all the turbines spun back up. I do want to have the parts on hand for the next rotors. I want these to be the last ultimate rotors I use. Because, yeah, we've got enough, I think, for... enough for the next type of rotor. And I've got access to the dynamos. Quiet. You run through all the fluorine, I'm guessing. I do need to set it up just to automatically collect this, but I haven't had enough, and I haven't set up the primal matter stuff. Oh. Plus, I haven't needed that much. I've been producing more matter than I've needed. Yeah, I still have like 300 buckets. 4,000 hexafluorite. Yeah, it ate through all the fluorine. Does that mean this is broken now? No, this still has. Good. You're full of uranium. Yeah, you're full of 238. which needs to be broken back down. Pouring off for now. Let the drive refill a bit. It'll all be spinning up, right? Yep. All right. Lots of HSSG alloy. You need to figure out how to attach together, and I have the blocks for it. That's not the right thing. You need to poke at how, because I still want to find a way to use compact machines. They just make space and moving stuff around so much easier. I just got to figure out what exactly I want to do with the ME system. Anything in my bag that I have? Oh, I didn't make anything at the end of the last stream. Okay, so what is this? Aromatic Prime. Crystal. Position. Binding agent. Vibrant quartz. Alloy. Book. Supposedly that makes a bunch of oil somehow. But I wonder if it can do anything else. Astral, why can't you have a just easy way to use this thing? Oh, that's the early chapter. Expecting it here. Nope. There it is. Let's see. Essence statues of fluids are odd things, frequently drifting down from above. It's likely that of this essence accumulating exists below bedrock, ripe for the plunder if only you can get to them. Aromatic Prime should prove capable of not only blasting away any blocks to bedrock, but will also ethereally penetrate the bedrock to draw accumulated essence of these liquids up to a central fountain core for harvesting. While interaction mechanically with the fountain core is not possible, the retrieved fluid essence can be drawn from the core using another empty chalice, where it can be mechanically extracted. It seems the majority of the fluid essence is that of water, which, not surprising, what is surprising is that the essence of water flows to fill all areas around other fluid essences left by extracting all the other fluid. The recipe was removed in the modpack. Check other. That's an update. That's interesting. With no method to determine which essence is below, moving the fountain structure constantly is tiresome and will also expensive in liquid starlight. With some tinkering, the Fosic resonator should be able to pull this information instead. Proved isoheat Corsic resonator drawing on resonating gem resonance. Yeah, to fluid. Still only works during the night. Shifts modes between the old Fosic and the new Icosic can be accomplished by shift right clicking. Icosic resonator. I have to be. Oh, they float around the outside. Okay, so those are the three that are supposed to be around the outside. The only problem is this requires um, Fosic resonator. Look up the sky with the naked eye. Also discern the magnitude of starlight in it. Oh, actually, that's an issue I've been having. Figuring out how much starlight I can get. Okay, I should make one of those. Green, liquid starlight, regular marble, gold. We put that on my list. Add, and then, yeah. Maybe upgrade it. Yeah, there's still stuff I gotta work on. When it comes to the magics. Gotcha. Make one of those for the quest. Stargazer. Now that you've obtained some celestial papers, build the telescope to discover those constellations in the sky. Find temples, such. All the minor stuff I've bypassed earlier in the pack. What did I do with those? They were like here. Yeah, bridge over logistics. As you migrate from the early game into the middle and late game, it's natural to transition to applied energistics. Adapter can help you bridge your two networks to allow access to everything in your LP network, including your crafting. This creates a for you to migrate as you migrate over. That's the AE bridge. I made like two of them. But in the spectral. That's not a good sign. Bag is it? No. Be there in the system? Yeah, they are. Okay. Yeah, I might as well grab both. Was there a pipe that was supposed to go with this? Also, there. Nope, I think so. See if I can just plug this in. If I understand this correctly, this should allow logistics pipe crafting for the main for the ME system. Like that. Well, let's see. Let's see, what do I got on this line? 2. Oh yeah, no, there's almost nothing. Yeah, just cable. Auto token. I add a storage bus over here. Okay, so now the system has a bunch of HSSG dust. 946. No, so that isn't seeing that. That's what's in the other base. This bridge work? Let me see if there's documentation on it real quick. I do need a pipe. That's what I'm missing. Yeah, bridge pipe. Not. No. Alright, so I gotta go add that to the system. For programmer. Yes. Currently set to firewall pipe, but I can fix it. Does look like I'm out of crafting table. Yeah, until I make the big crafting computers for applied energistics, I still gotta use simple stuff. Because this pack turns off the normal AE crafting. You have to build big clunky processors. Yeah, no, it's over here. Oh, it's been so long I'm starting to forget where stuff is in my bases. Bridge pipe. Not done yet. Everything else looks good. Yeah, requested them to my bag, not here, right? Travel anchors, those might come in handy. Looks like the power system's still holding up. Crafting pipes, I'm just waiting on the tables. Oh, there. Okay. There we go. Remove the programmer, and now I should be able to request them. course, there's someplace else completely and not with the rest of the pipes. I might still need a screwdriver for stuff. Make sure I keep that on me. Home for now. Back this way. See if I can get this to work and get these systems talking to each other. Know if I can use this for other stuff. Because I did have an idea for one point of trying to use these bridges as the way to get in and out of compact machines. Depending on how these worked. They aren't extremely expensive, it's just how well these work. Good. Uranium hexafluoride. Our fluorine's starting to build back up. Currently off. Yeah. Already got refilled. To a point. There you go. Bridge pipe. What does it say? Yeah, it's probably not trying to check the whole other base and all the other connected systems. Yep, there we go. It sees everything at the other base. This still doesn't see what's in this system though. And it only allows crafting. Okay. But I do have to have a crafting CPU. Interesting. Storage exposer was supposed to allow items to be pulled. Oh, that's only a fluid. I might need a second one. Have a second one at some point. Yes. Spider pipe? Fact that I don't have one already. I just have a fire. Okay, because that's only a fluid pipe. Then I'll need one for items. That will at least allow it to pull stuff out, but the problem is also putting stuff back. Because this only seems to do crafting. There's crafting. Items from the ME system to the logistics pipe system. Items from, or fluids from the ME system to the logistics pipe system. The only problem is I don't see a way to get them back, items back. And nothing's coming to mind. That exposes all the storage in the ME or in the logistics pipe system. Can't think of anything. um, I have one IV dynamo so far. I need to craft another 5 of those. Could have those running. Anything else going on? All I need is to set up the rotors. I'll have to see the conversion rate. Yeah, I want to figure out a better way to do this before I start trying to spam build contraptions in cubes. I mean, depending on how well I can get this interaction to work, I might be able to use micro logistics pipe systems connected to the A system. That's something I'll have to play around with. Logistics pipe taking so long. Spider pipes aren't that hard. Wire for the dynamo. Alloy wire. There's some wire. Melting array's quiet. What about the wire mills? That stuff. We're over here. Yeah. Quiet. Out of place. I would like to get away from some of these issues. That's my biggest hangups right now are a way to pass Emmy in and out of a or machine thing, compact machine, and then setting up the crafting. Done. Like if it needed blank pipe, unrouted pipe, it should add stuff in there. Are we having an issue? Doesn't actually exist in the system. Not showing a 0. Oh, it was there. It just wasn't delivering it. basic circuit or basic chip. For some reason this stopped working. Yeah, that should be my provider pipe, right? Oh, doing the wrong things. Because I want to make sure that I don't have to turn this base. I want to make sure there isn't a way that I can keep this base from just becoming a weird sprawl. Yeah, so now that's showing everything. Showing too much, actually, but that's fine. That means I can at least store items in the ME system this way and still use it for crafting. Wish I could see all the items that weren't here. But storing everything in the system would fix that. Extra compact machine on me. Now I've used them all. Go grab the newest one and test out with it. Actually, I don't need the Draconic Infuser cube anymore. For right now. Break that down. Oh, I can use it for testing. I don't need to break it down just yet. Bring this over. I mean, the big blast alloy smelter will come over here at some point. It's still, what am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there, I could use it here. I could see basically doing this. But this. Probably out of tunnels, aren't I? Yeah, that's something I might actually need to go make a couple of. Could have done that. But we do got to take a break here, and then we'll be back. All right, let's get back to it here. Doing some quick reading on the break. Figure out if there was any other things this could do, but no. Like that's pretty much it. it can just make crafting tokens to request logistics pipe crafting. Up. Yeah, I guess the first thing would be getting everything switched over to drives, emptying this space out. That's the last alloy smelter. What I kind of want to switch over to. Let's see, I came back over here to make... I have to... for the A system, I will definitely have to build a lot of the specialty crafting. I'm going to puzzle my brain if there's a way to... What's the best way to do system in a in a box? Because having the blocks that expose... Storage exposer. They do cost a little bit. Those are the network's contents as capabilities. If I use the block version, if I can... Yeah. Problem is I'll still probably have to use 2 for compact machines. Yeah. Um, the only thing I can think of is you'd have to have at least... You'd have to use at least 3 sides of a compact machine. 1 for item input, 1 for fluid input, and 1 for... 1 or 2 for output. Either fluid item... Need different interfaces for that. I need to play around with some stuff. I don't like that. I'll have to see if I can block that. Funnel or hopper. At least nicer than makes 2 tunnels at a time. I want at least 4 to start testing with. Actually, I might be able to do... I gotta play around with tunnels. Because I've only been using one internally when I think you can use multiples. Touch the same external block. Base is definitely lagging. Definitely need to start unpacking it and switching it all over. Push it that much longer. Probably one of the first things to switch over is all the farm stuff. See if I can update biodiesel into maybe some sort of better fuel. Get all the farming into machines. Fuck. I can't do mod stuff without having it physically. Worried what it will do. I'm guessing it won't do anything. Because that's a token item that doesn't exist. Did it request it to be crafted? That's not good. Base actually start crafting a bunch of weird stuff. Yeah, that works. Oh, if it started crafting a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, I think I should not use the bridge pipe as much as I can help it. But I think these other things are working decently well. Well, first I want to play around with this. So, north side. Supposedly you can just do. Their energy acceptor on me. Yes. Be able to power that. It says online. Grab the panel from outside. No, that doesn't work. This did, it should be showing HSSG test. I need to make the wrench. Yeah, okay. So I can use one to do multiple. The only other question I had was, what if I put one here? What does storage bus work? Did I use those for their non-intended purpose? Yeah. Okay. But that only pulls stuff in, right? It won't push stuff back out. These storage exposers might be way more useful. Because then I don't have to set a bunch of these. Supposedly these are less buggy than interfaces. Interesting. Build a lot more of these. That was one way, was just passing it in through that. Let's see, did I have fluid storage buses? Yes. How many dual interfaces can include some name? So crafting. ME dual interface is capable of both. Same regular ME interfaces are enough for auto-crafting in machines when you're just working with items, but you'll need to crafting patterns that involve fluid results instead. Reasons you cannot use regular ME fluid interface for recipes that only involve fluids. Sorry, because that's something I'll have to deal with is fluid recipes. I have not worked with applied energistics in a hot minute when it comes to fluid recipes. Matches are almost done. As we know, I've got a few days on these. Because unless I'm running these 24/7, they last a while. I want to play around with this some more to see if I can how well I can use it. It will fix the issue I'm going to have, and internal crafting is going to be weird. Interesting point. This having to get a crystal wrench. Yes, good. Slap you on here too. Oh, because I don't have the fluid storage bus yet. That's what I'm waiting on. Because even if I have to do some sort of like dumb crafting system where the ME system doesn't actually request auto crafting just kind of happens constantly. If I can at least get use level emitters in here, be fine. But I want to make sure this can read the levels in the whole system, which I think it can. Oh, I do actually. Oh no, you can only use one tunnel. There's a combined storage bus, is there? As you know, the ME interface can be used as a way in and out. Materials from systems acting as a bridge. About bridge behavior, you can ME interfaces to expose your system's contents to cases from integrated dynamics, but that tends to be a laggy process. It's do much more than that. Here's the solution. The storage exposer only does one thing, expose content. So it's much more lag efficient and recommended cases. Able to expose both items and I could just path an enemy signal through the wall. You can't use the same side more than once. Twice as many of these exposers. Still waiting on the fluid bus or fluid storage. 5 dynamos now. I just got to be able to make the new rotors. Dictionary storage bus. Oh, is this? Yeah, actually, that's what I needed. That's the ME switch. Sure, they had one. I just couldn't remember what it was. I mean, this basically will work if I'm only doing items or fluids. I'll need to add more channels if I'm going to do... Can I do... I think to easily make this work with the ME system, I need at least 4, sadly. So I would need, what? A fluid storage bus, item storage bus, 2 exposers. No, 4 exposers. 2 buses, 2 of each buses, and 4 exposers. And then I need to be able, and I need 4 tunnels on the wall. 4 sides outside. Logistics bus is taking too long. Worried the ME system's starting to break down, or the logistics pipe network is starting to break down a bit. Waiting on cable. Oh, supposedly one of the big updates for the one of the big things about the new update is the lattice recipe for the diploid polylattice. I guess this isn't supposed to use another star lens. Oh, this is one. This is half to one. This is 4 to 1. 4 to 4. 1 to 1. Okay, so technically this is still slightly more material efficient, even though I have basically infinite. Backed up on another Stardust. So full. I came in here looking for Luke's cables. You say you're done. Yeah, it's like it's not delivering stuff to the crafting tables correctly. Oh, an ME terminal. That. Did that get done and then it just didn't get delivered also? That's weird. Hey Dipsy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well too. Waiting for ME terminal. Be in here. That's good. That sounds like a fun day. Producing one. Having issues with stuff. feel like the space is having too many issues. Get away from it as soon as possible. Good news is it looks like it can make IV stuff easily enough. Once I figure out exactly how I'm building my new base, I can start getting some actual progress done on it. Away from this lag fest. I do have to think about how I have been thinking about how I'm going to distribute stuff so it's not all in one chunk. As compact as like this base. I think I'm getting most of the lag from either the logistics pipe system updating or just the amount of data that's being stored here. Which I have to be careful because applied energetics is even worse for data, especially when you use the extreme size drives. Interesting idea. Could put all my drives in a cube. Think about that. Would need a lot of ME. What do you call it? ME controllers. Gave me a terminal, but why didn't deliver a terminal over here? Is that going to give me my fluid storage buses? There we go. This idea I'm hatching for a storage cube is actually reminding me of the Super Soren drive. So back in the day, a YouTube/mod developer who's still mod developing for Minecraft, Soren, who is known for being a bit quirky, found out that you could put like basically he found a way to make little ME systems talk to each other, which I think I can basically do here. If I do fluids, now this will read fluids. Yeah. Level emitter. Let's see. Stone bucket. When you know you have buckets by a factor. Oh, I didn't set the thing. There, it shut off. Buckets. Did it finally start? Yeah, that should be the right number. Yes, there we go. Now it's working correct. This is the behavior I wanted to see. So even though there's nothing, this system isn't anything, it can read the other systems and tell me. The only thing I worry about is going back the other way. Didn't mean to pull that. Oh, I need to be able to autocraft the exposing bus. Need to test something. I need to make sure the systems don't double up on themselves. I did teach us to make them. That works. Oh, but I also need to request another fluid bus. Hopefully it works this time. So I'll basically have to have input output. Make sure there isn't a bug when you feed it back on itself. don't think there should be because it's reading a cell somewhere. I think the ME apply or the applied logistics mod is smart enough not to cause issues with itself. Like I was worried doing this, trying to do this with the ME system. Or with the logistics pipe system and the ME system, but I think two AE systems talking to each other won't have an issue. Hopefully. I don't think there's a better way to do this. I mean, I could probably make it look a bit nicer, but I don't think I can replace in-world redstone with a bunch of components. Maybe... it's a hard sell. There we go. I need a fluid bus out here. A cable out here. And I need to make sure I'm not using up all my channels. I'm currently at 5. Not over there. Oh, I forgot I had another one. I need more cable. Yeah, that's what I don't want to see. It just keeps doubling up on itself. How would I deal with this? So this allows me to pull any fluid in. What to do? Comparison in. Huh. Thing. So the alternative would be fluid storage bus to fluid interface. I do have an extra cube. Oops, forgot about that. Well, I can use that for other stuff once I figure this out. Fluid interface. I don't want that doubling up to happen. Better power source also. I am running low on those things. Question. There are other ways to get netherite scrap. Dust. No other ways to get netherite. Alright, I gotta take a break here and then we'll be back.